There are different ways to build a city for your role-playing games. In this video series, I show you how I build urban settings. Last week, I introduced you to the city worksheets for the V20 edition, and today I show you the easiest way to put these contents into World Anvil. The best part? This method is suitable for freemen. City worksheets like the one I've shown you last week will give you a rough direction for your city. While filling that sheet in, you thought about the age of your city and about the districts. Now it's time to pour all that into one article. In this case, the template selection is pretty easy. Settlement. With the pre-made template prompts, the structure is given, but you can insert the information from your worksheet the easy way. What's missing will be added with additional headlines. Short bits of information will be added to the sidebar, making use of the key value mechanic. To understand the structure of the template, you should go through each of the prompts and make sure to understand where they appear. Some will be in the main article area, others will appear in the sidebar. The prompts from parent location to inhabitants demonym will appear in the sidebar, where they will appear like a simple key value construct. Prompts where you can link additional content will of course need an existing article of the respective template type. The remaining template fields will appear in the article area and have a headline resembling the H2BB code. It is important to have an idea of the template before you begin to insert your content. If you work with a sheet, like the city worksheet, it will help you to decide which content will go where. If you don't work with such a sheet, it will provide you with an idea on where to start building your city. The most important task is, of course, to transfer the contents you have in your city worksheet over to World Anvil. To do so, I make use of the same method I used for the Pantheon, but I will adjust it slightly. During the first step, I will have a look at which categories are also covered through the settlement template and which subcategories I will need to insert. These will get an H3 headline. If I need to do so, I will divide further with H4 headlines and bold formatted paragraphs for the sheet sections. If I want to have a division, I will add either a horizontal line using the HR tag or a divider image to make some space. Following that, I will write the introduction paragraph and add the images of the city to the vignette. If you have access to the full width footer, you can also move your images there. As usual, you can use placeholder images. When it comes to the image ratio, I would recommend 1:1, which is what I also use in my article. Once I've done that, I start writing the contents of the worksheet into the template. For this moment, I don't think about how I want to extend everything. I will just make sure that the contents go where they belong. When the bullet points are in place, I will add quotes to the template parts. These quotes should be about the city and come from characters actually living there. This will give you a way to include an in-world view to your article and strengthen your player's immersion. I will also add a quote with a blurred background to the sidebar. In this case, I am going with a quote image which has a 600 by 800 pixel dimension. When it comes to placement, I will add it above the sidebar panel. The advantage of these quote images is that they are usable for everyone and will not require CSS. At this point, I will expand the bullet points. As a rule of thumb, I want to stick with one paragraph per bullet point, even if you could easily blow up this article to 10,000 words if you want to. I feel you there. I'm through with these kinds of articles too. For an overview article like this, less is more though. Your players should get a first impression about what they should expect in the city, not get overwhelmed. Last, I will create the placeholder links I will need for subsequent articles and create additional formatting where needed. As usual, the article will also get tags. In this case, the name of the city and overview, which will allow me to target the article with filters. Don't forget to publish your article and promote it through all possible channels, especially to your own players so they can appreciate and praise your work. If you liked the video or it helped you, please leave me a comment below and tell us which tips you would have for such articles. I would also appreciate a like and a subscribe, and here you will find part 1 of the city building series where I had a look at the city worksheet. On the other side you will find the playlist with all English video tutorials for World Anvil. I will see you next week with the next method. Bye!